Good morning, all of you. Myself Suresh, Faculty of Mathematics, working in Trinity Junior College. Students, we are discussing the topic quadratic expression. In that already we have discussed some objective based questions. Today we will continue with the same objective problems. Problem number 1. If A belongs to R, if A is any real number and the roots of x square minus 2x minus a square plus 1 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. The roots of this quadratic equation lies between the roots of this quadratic equation, x square minus 2 of a plus 1 into x plus a into a minus 1 equal to 0. Then A belongs to, then A lies in the interval he was asking. See, roots of this quadratic equation lies between the roots of this quadratic equation. Therefore, the roots of this quadratic equation first we have to find, and the roots of that quadratic equation are lies between this one. Means to get the value of A, first we have to calculate what are the roots of this quadratic equation, first quadratic equation. Since given first quadratic equation is x square minus 2x minus a square plus 1 equal to 0. From this, x square minus 2x plus 1, this is one combination, minus a square equal to 0. Now x square minus 2x plus 1, can we write it as x minus 1 whole square or not? Minus a square is equal to 0. Then what it becomes? X minus 1 whole square is equal to a square, which implies x minus 1 is equal to plus or minus a, which implies x is equal to 1 plus or minus a. Therefore, the roots are x is equal to 1 plus a and x is equal to 1 minus a. The roots of this quadratic equation are these. Now, these roots, the roots of this quadratic equation lies between the roots of this quadratic equation. Let us take the second quadratic equation as f of x is equal to x square 2 of a plus 1 into x plus a of a minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, x is equal to 1 plus a is one root, x is equal to 1 minus a is other root. Roots of this quadratic equation are lies between the roots of this quadratic equation. Therefore, f of 1 plus a less than 0 and f of 1 minus a less than 0. Since here we have x equal to 1 plus a or x is equal to 1 minus a. That's why we are taking f of 1 plus a is less than 0. Roots of this quadratic equation lies between these roots. Therefore, f of the root is less than 0 and the other root is also less than 0, then only. Why? Because x square coefficient is 1 positive and the expression having less than. Why? Because it is greater than 0. When the root lies between, already we have discussed the sign of the quadratic expression. If ax square plus bx plus c roots relation is, if x square coefficient a is greater than 0, then the expression should be less than 0 if they have opposite signs. Means x square coefficient a and ax square plus bx plus c is having opposite signs. Means one is greater than 0, other one is less than 0, then only the roots are lies in between alpha comma beta or not. Like that, from that reason, we are saying here x square coefficient is 1, means it is greater than 0. Therefore, the expression should be what, Nana? Less than 0. Therefore, that's why f of alpha is less than 0. That is the reason to consider here less than 0, less than 0. Understood? Now, f of 1 plus a is less than 0. Now, replace over here. and f of 1 minus a is also less than 0. Therefore, f of 1 plus a is less than 0. We are taking in place of x 1 plus a. This one we are writing here 1 minus a less than 0. Now replace f of 1 plus a less than 0, that is 1 plus a whole square minus 2 of a plus 1 into 1 plus a plus a into a minus 1 less than 0. Simplify it. What will we get here? 1 plus a whole square, 1 plus a square plus 2a minus 2 of 1 plus a square plus 2a plus a square minus a is less than 0. Then 1 plus a square plus 2a minus 2a square minus 4a plus a square minus a less than 0 plus a square 2a square minus 2a square gets cancelled plus 2a minus 4a minus a, that is minus 5a plus 2a minus 3a 1 minus 2, that is minus 1 is less than 0 minus 3a is less than 1, a is less than minus 1 by 3. Okay, this is a is less than minus 1 by 3 in this case. Now comes to this one. One more condition is f of 1 minus a is less than 0. Replace in f of x. What will get? 1 minus a whole square minus 2 of 1 plus a into 1 minus a plus a of a minus 1 is less than 0. Now go for simplification. 1 plus a square minus 2a. This is 1 plus a into 1 minus a, that is nothing but 1 minus a square minus 2 of a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square, a square minus a less than 0. 1 plus a square minus 2a minus 2 minus of minus plus 2a square plus a square minus a less than 0. See here what we will get? A square plus 2a square, 3a square plus a square, 4a square minus 2a minus a minus 3a. Okay, minus 2 plus 1, that is minus 1 less than 0. Now we got this is a quadratic equation. It is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Then you go for factorization. You go for factorization. Then what will get here? 4 ones are 4, 4 minus 1 is 3. Therefore, the factors are 4 and 1. Factors are 4 and 1. That is 4a square minus 4a plus a minus 1 is less than 0. Then 4a is common. A minus 1 plus 1 common a minus 1 is less than 0. Then this is 4a plus 1 into a minus 1 is less than 0. 4a plus 1 into a minus 1 less than 0. Then always the expression should be in the form of x minus alpha into x minus beta. That's why we are taking 4 as common here. It becomes a plus 1 by 4 into a minus 1 is less than 0. Then this 4 gets cancelled. We can write a minus of minus 1 by 4 into a minus 1 is less than 0. Therefore, it is in the form of x minus alpha into x minus beta. Then minus 1 by 4 is less than a is less than 1. In this case, this is the value of a. A is lies in between minus 1 by 4 to 1, and here a is less than minus 1 by 3. Therefore, see, this minus 1 by 3 is greater than the minus 1 by 4. Therefore, the common part is minus 1 by 4 less than a less than 1. Therefore, this one is not the solution, is the solution of this. The roots of this one lies between x square minus 1 plus a into a minus 1 equal to 0. Then a belongs to. Therefore, a belongs to minus 1 by 4 comma 1. A is not less than the minus 1 by 3. Why? Because here we will get minus 1 by 3. That's why the common part is minus 1 by 4 is less than a less than 1. That is the reason it is the solution for this quadratic equation. Now we will go for the another problem. The solution set contained in R, the real numbers, of the inequation 3 power x plus 3 power 1 minus x minus 4 is less than 0. He was asking the solution set contained in R for this inequation, means values of x he was asking. Values of x. The given inequation is 3 power x, 3 power 1 minus x minus 4 is less than 0. Can we write this one as 3 power x plus 3 by 3 power x or not? 3 power 1 minus 3 power x. That's why 3 power minus x we are writing it as 1 by 3 power x minus 4 is less than 0. Let us take 3 power x is equal to t. Now this one changes to t plus 3 by t minus 4 as less than 0. Go for LCM. T. This is a t square, and then next plus 3 minus 4t is less than 0. Now go for cross multiplication. T square and write in order minus 4t plus 3 is less than 0. Now this is a quadratic inequation. Now this quadratic equation you go for factorization. 3 ones are 3, 3 plus 1 is 4. Therefore the factors are 3 and 1. T square minus 3t minus t minus 4t minus into minus plus 3t square plus 3 is less than 0. T common. T minus 3 minus 1 common. T minus 3 is less than 0. Then it becomes t minus 1 into t minus 3 less than 0. Now it is in the form of x minus alpha into x minus beta less than 0. Therefore alpha less than x less than beta. X minus alpha into x minus beta less than 0. Therefore we can say that x is lies in between alpha comma beta. There this inequality is in terms of x. Here the inequality is in terms of t. Therefore we are writing 1 alpha, this is alpha and this is beta. 1 less than t less than 3. But we require the solutions for x. Why? Because the given equation is in terms of x, but we got the solution here in terms of t. Then we have to change this t in terms of x. What we have considered for t? T is nothing but 3 to the power of x. Therefore we have to replace 1 is less than 3 power x is less than 3. Therefore can I write this one as 1 as 3 power 0. Why? Because here x is the power of 3, 3 to the power of x. Therefore we have to express the remaining 2 also in terms of 3 to the power of something and 3 to the power of something. That's why when we are writing 3 to the power of 0 less than 3 to the power of x is less than 3 to the power of 1 without changing the original value. 1 is nothing but 3 to the power of 0. Something power 0 is nothing but always 1. 3 to the power of x as it is. This 3 we are changing it as 3 to the power of 1. Therefore now 3 power 0 is less than 3 power x is less than 3 power 1. We can say that 0 less than x less than 1. Therefore x belongs to open interval 0 comma 1 in the real number system. He was asking the solution of this one in R. Therefore solution of x in R is 0 comma 1 open bracket 0 comma 1. If suppose we have here equality is there, then we will take this one as closed bracket 0 comma 1. Then we will go for another one. if A and B, if A and B, where B is not equal to 0, are the roots of the quadratic equation x square plus ax plus b equal to 0. See, the equation is given in terms of AB, and you are saying A and B are the roots of the quadratic equation. Both are same, but no need to get the confusion. If A and B are the roots of the quadratic equation x square plus ax plus b equal to 0, then the least value of x square plus ax plus b for all x belongs to R is. Least value is nothing but the minimum value of the quadratic expression. Already we have discussed the concept of minimum and maximum. What are the minimum and maximum value of the quadratic expression ax square plus bx plus c? It depends on the coefficient of x square a. If a is greater than 0, then the function has the minimum value. If a is less than 0, then the function has the maximum value at x is equal to minus b by 2a, and the value of maximum or minimum is 4ac minus b square by 4a. Whatever it may be, whether it is maximum or minimum, the formula is same, but the conclusion is different. Conclusion is based on the coefficient of x square. X square coefficient a. X square coefficient is positive, means a is greater than 0, then the function has the minimum value. That's why here he was asking the least value. Why? Because here x square coefficient is 1. 1 is nothing but greater than 0. That's why the expression has the minimum value, least value. That's the reason why he was asking the minimum value. Now we will calculate what is the minimum value. Here a and b are the roots of the equation x square plus ax plus b equal to 0. See, to calculate the minimum value of this quadratic expression, least value is nothing but a minimum value. Minimum value is equal to, what is the formula we have? 4ac minus b square by 4a. For this equation, x square plus ax plus b, it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Therefore, 4 into a value is 1, c value is b, minus x coefficient is b, here x coefficient is a square, divided by 4a, 1, 4b minus a square by 4. This is actually minimum value. This is a minimum value. But here a, b are unknowns. But these values will get from the first equation. That's why we have to use the first equation to calculate the values of, what are the values of this a and b. That is the reason to give here two quadratics. One is a quadratic equation, other one is a quadratic expression. For this equation, he was saying a and b are the roots. Then he was asking the minimum value of that quadratic. Understood? Since given quadratic equation is x square plus ax plus b equal to 0. You are saying that the roots of this quadratic equation are a and b. Given that a and b are the roots of quadratic equation, are the roots. Therefore, use the sum of the roots. Sum of the roots, a plus b is equal to minus a, and product of the roots ab is equal to b. Therefore, b gets cancelled, then we'll get a is equal to 1 or not. Now we got the value of here. Replace that a value here. 1 plus b is equal to minus 1. Then b is equal to minus 1, that is nothing but b is equal to minus 2. After getting the values of a and b for the same quadratic equation, see x square plus ax plus b, here also x square plus ax plus b. For this, he was asking the minimum value. Therefore, for the expression x square plus ax plus b, coefficient of x square is equal to 1, which is greater than 0, therefore it has minimum value. If the coefficient of x square a is greater than 0, then the expression has a minimum value. If the coefficient of x square a is less than 0, then the expression has maximum value. Therefore here x square coefficient is 1, that's why it is greater than 0, therefore the function has a minimum value. The value of minimum is 4ac minus b square by 4a. Then we have calculated already this. Here now we are going to replace the values of a and b. Then we will get the required minimum value. 4 into the value of b is minus 2 minus a value is 1 square divided by 4. Therefore what will get Nana? Minus 8 minus 1 by 4. Therefore the value of minimum value is equal to minus 9 by 4. Minimum value is equal to minus 9 by 4. The equations x square plus 3x plus 5 equal to 0 and ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 have a common root. If these two quadratic equations have common roots, if a, b, c are natural numbers, then the least possible value of a plus b plus c is equal to. Here we don't know the values of a, b, c. We have to calculate the values of a, b, c by using this quadratic equation. He was saying that these two equations have a common root. First we have to find whether they have one common root or both the roots are common. First we have to check it. First equation is x square plus 3x plus 5 equal to 0. Find its discriminant. Delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. If the discriminant is less than 0, it has imaginary roots. Both the roots are common. Both the roots are common for the two equations. B square minus 4ac. B square is 3 square 4ac. 9 minus 20, that is nothing but minus 11, which is less than 0. Discriminant is less than 0, therefore the roots are imaginary, and then the two equations have both the roots are common. Therefore both the roots of the given two equations are same. Okay, therefore both the roots are common. Then we can take x coefficient, x square coefficient. The ratios of the coefficients are equal. Therefore ratios of the both the roots are same. Therefore both the roots are same means ratios of the coefficients, x square coefficient by x square coefficient, x coefficient by x coefficient, constant by constant. A by 1 is equal to x coefficient b, x coefficient 3 is equal to, and then next constant by constant. These all are equal, is equal to, I am saying, some lambda. Then from this we can say that a is equal to lambda, b is equal to 3 lambda, c is equal to 5 lambda. He was asking the minimum value of a plus b plus c. Now a plus b plus c is equal to lambda plus 3 lambda plus 5 lambda, that is nothing but 9 lambda. Therefore minimum value, the least value of a plus b plus c is equal to 9. Why? Because if the least value of lambda is 1, then we will get its value is 9. The remaining all are greater than 9 only. The remaining all are greater than 9. That's why the least value of a plus b plus c is 9. In this problem, the main thing is He was saying that these two equations have a common root, but according to the condition discriminant is less than 0, then both the roots of the quadratic equations are common. Therefore, if both the roots are same, then the ratios of the coefficients are equal, that is x square coefficient and constants and x coefficients, the ratios are equal. If only one root is common, already we have discussed the condition is c1a2 minus c2a1 whole square is equal to a1b2 minus a2b1 into b1c2 minus b2c1. That is the case, only one root is common. But here according to discriminant, both the roots are common. That's why we have compared the ratios of the coefficients x square, x and constant, we got the result. Then we'll go for the another problem. If alpha is a root of the equation 4x square plus 2x minus 1 equal to 0, then the other root in terms of alpha. He was asking the other root. Alpha is the root of this quadratic equation. It has two roots. In that one root is alpha, then the other root. First of all, we don't know what is the value of alpha. First we have to calculate the value of alpha. From that we can convert that one into in terms of alpha, the second root. First we have to calculate what are the roots of this quadratic equation. Given quadratic equation is 4x square plus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Go for factorization. Here it is very clear that factors are not possible. Why? Because 4 into 1 is 4, 4 plus 1 5, 4 minus 1 is 3. We are not getting the factors. 2 2s are also 4. But 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 minus 2 is 0. Therefore, we are not getting the middle term. Factors are not possible. Whenever factorization is not possible, then we will go for to find the roots of the quadratic equation minus b plus r minus formula or not. Therefore, x is equal to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a minus 2 plus or minus root 4 minus into minus plus, that is 16 divided by 8 minus 2 plus or minus under root 4 plus 16, that is 20 divided by 8 minus 2 plus or minus root. 20 is nothing but 4 5s are 20 are not. 4 5s are divided by 8 is there, minus 2 plus or minus root 4 is nothing but 2, root 5 as it is divided by 8. If you take 2 as common, minus 1 plus or minus root 5 by 8, 2 1s are 2 4s are. If alpha beta are the roots of the quadratic equation, therefore here we got the two roots, minus 1 plus or minus root 5 by 4. Therefore alpha is equal to minus 1 plus root 5 by 4, and comes to beta, the other root is minus 1 minus root 5 by 4. These are the two roots. He was saying that alpha is a root of this quadratic equation. Therefore, alpha is equal to root 5 minus 1 by 4. Did you remember any point for this? Did you getting any idea? Alpha is equal to root 5 minus 1 by 4 is the value of sine which angle? 18 degrees. Sine 18 degrees value is root 5 minus 1 by 4. Now beta we got it as minus 1 minus root 5 by 4. This one he was asking to express in terms of alpha, means we have to express in terms of sine 18 degrees combination. That's the reason. Now we have to express beta in terms of alpha. Therefore, we have to change this one in terms of sine 18 degrees combination. Now we will see how we can convert it. Minus of root 5 plus 1 by 4 we can write. If you take minus as common, we will get this one. Then what's about root 5 plus 1 by 4? What is the value of root 5 plus 1 by 4? This is The angle of cos 36 degrees or not? Cos 36 degrees value is root 5 plus 1 by 4. Sin 18 degrees value is root 5 minus 1 by 4. Therefore, minus cos 36. Now, to express this one in terms of sine, therefore, this cos 36 you have to change in terms of sines. Cos 36 without changing its value, can we write 90 minus 54 degrees or not? 36 can be expressed as cos of 90 minus 54. Cos of 90 minus theta trigonometric ratio changes, then it becomes sine 54 degrees. Then it becomes sine 54 degrees. Therefore, minus sine 54 degrees, can I write it as 3 into 18 degrees? 18 3s are, that is nothing but 54. Now we are expressing in the combination of 18 degree. Why? Because we have to express beta in terms of alpha. Why? Because other root express in terms of alpha. That's the reason. Minus sine 3 into, this is theta. What is the formula of sine 3 theta, Nana? Sine 3 theta is equal to 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. Sine 3 theta formula is 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. Therefore, it becomes minus 3 alpha minus 4 alpha cube. Why? Because sine 18 degrees is equal to, we have alpha is there. If you open the bracket, then it becomes 4 alpha cube minus 3 alpha. This is the other root. Is the other root in terms of alpha. That beta also we have expressed in terms of alpha. Here in this problem, the main thing is, first we have to go for factorization. Factors are not possible, then we calculated by using the formula minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Then we got the roots are minus 1 plus root 5 by 4, other one is minus 1 minus root 5 by 4. Therefore, root 5 minus 1 by 4 is nothing but the value of sine 18 degrees. Then he was asking the second root is also in terms of sine 18 degrees. That's why we have expressed like this. Cos 36 degrees is the value of root 5 by plus 1 by 4. Then cos 36 we have changed it and 90 minus 54, then it becomes sine 54. That can be expressed as 3 into 18 degrees. Then we use the formula of sine 3 theta. 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. Then we got the required result. See students, this is one of the important problem. If a is equal to cos 2 pi by 7 plus I sin 2 pi by 7, where alpha is equal to a plus a square plus a power 4 and beta is equal to a cube plus a power 5 plus a power 6, then the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha comma beta is. He was asking the quadratic equation by using these conditions. A is this one, where alpha is equal to a plus a square a power 4 and beta equal to a cube plus a power 5 plus a power 6. Then find the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha comma beta. The quadratic equation whose roots are alpha comma beta is x square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Correct or not? Means we have to find sum of the roots, we have to find product of the roots. We have to find sum of the roots and we have to find product of the roots. Alpha plus beta, alpha is equal to, we have some values are there, beta is equal to some values are there. Alpha plus beta, they gave a square a power 4 plus a cube a power 5 a power 6, then what we will get? We can't get anything. And alpha beta, if we multiply these two, we will get a power 10 polynomial. Correct or not? But we should get the quadratic equation, not in terms of yes, we should get the numerical values. Means we have to find what are these values. To get the value, the meaning of these values, he gave one condition where a is representing cos 2 pi by 7 plus I sin 2 pi by 7. By using this condition, what is a represented by? What is a represented by? Now we have to see what is the meaning of a. Why the reason was given as cos 2 pi by 7 plus I sin 2 pi by 7. What is its meaning? Since a is equal to given as cos 2 pi by 7 plus I sin 2 pi by 7. See students, can I write this one as cos 2 pi by 7 plus I sin 2 pi by 7 as whole to the power of 1 by 7. Cos theta plus I sin theta whole to the power of n is equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta from De Moivre's theorem for rational index. Cos theta plus I sin theta whole to the power of n, that is 1 by 7. We can write it as cos 2 pi by 7 plus I sin 2 pi by 7. Again this cos 2 pi by 7 plus I sin 2 pi by 7, we can write it as cis 2 pi or not. Or instead of writing cis also, you can write direct value cos 2 pi, cos 360 value 1 plus I into sin 360, multiples of 180 degrees, sin is always 0, tan is also always 0, whole to the power of 1 by 7. This is 1 power 1 by 7 or not. This is called what, Nana? Seventh roots of unity. This is called what? Seventh roots of unity. We have discussed in De Moivre's theorem. Nth roots of a complex number are not. Therefore, 1 power 1 by 7 is called seventh roots of unity. It is called seventh roots of unity or not. Seventh roots of unity is nothing but it has how many roots? So 7 roots. Therefore 1 a square, a cube, a power 4, a power 5, a power 6. 7 roots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are the roots. Seventh roots of unity. Containing how many roots, Nana? 7 roots. Now, sum of the roots, product of the roots, we have to calculate. Did you watch? Now, for this, therefore, sum of the roots, sum of the nth roots is always equal to what? 0. 1 plus a square. Nth roots of a complex number, sum of nth roots of unity is 0 and product of nth roots of unity is minus 1 whole to the power of n minus 1. There we have discussed already. Therefore, 1 plus a square plus a cube, a power 4 plus a power 5 plus a power 6, its value is equivalent to 0. Its value is equal to 0. And product of nth roots, product of nth roots, seventh roots is equal to what? If we multiply all these, we will get its value is equivalent to 1. Now he gave, since given alpha is equal to a plus a square plus a power 4 and beta is equal to a cube plus a to the power of 5 plus a to the power of 6. Now find out sum of the roots and product of the roots, alpha plus beta. Why? Because we require the quadratic equation. To form quadratic equation, we require alpha plus beta value and alpha beta value. Alpha plus beta is equal to, add this a and write in order, a plus a square, then after I am writing a cube, then we'll go for a to the power of 4, then a power 5, then a power 6. Now comes to here 1 plus 1 plus a square plus a power 3, a power 4, a power 5, a power 6. Here the product of seventh roots is actually alpha, a power 7. A power 7 value is equivalent to 1. Now this is alpha plus beta is equal to a plus a square plus a cube plus a power 4 plus a power 5 plus a power 6. See, from sum of the roots, a power 6, a power 5, a power 4, a cube, a square, a plus 1 is equal to what we have now? 0. Therefore, from this part, we can say its value is equivalent to minus 1 or not? Minus 1. That is alpha plus beta value and alpha into beta, product of the roots. That is a plus a square plus a power 4 into a cube plus a power 5 plus a power 6. A cube, a power 5, a power 6. Now go for multiplication. A into a cube, a power 4, a into a power 5, a power 6, a into a power 6, a power 7 plus. Then a square into this bracket, a power 5, a power 7, a power 8. And then next a power 4 into bracket, a power 7, a power 4 into a power 5, a power 9, a power 4 into a power 6, a power 10. A power 7 value, this is 1. A power 7 value, this is also 1. A power 7, this is also 1. Then a power 4 as it is, a power 6 as it is. Then a power 5 is also as it is. A power 8 we can write it as a power 9 as a square, a power 10 as a cube. Since a power 7 is equal to 1, product of the nth roots, a power 7 is equal to 1. Then we will get a power 8 as a power 7 into a power 9 as a power 7 into a square, a power 10 as a power 7 into a cube. This is a reason why we have write a power 9 as a square, a power 10 as a cube, and a power 8 as a. Now, what is the value of alpha beta? Therefore, alpha beta is equal to, write the values, 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3, plus a square plus a cube, a power 4, a power 5, a power 6, a power 4, a power 5, a power 6. 3 minus 1 or not, its value. A plus a square plus a cube plus a power 4 plus a power 5 plus a power 6. A plus a square plus a cube plus a power 4 plus a power 5 plus a power 6 plus 1 equal to 0, sum of the roots. Therefore, from this we will get its value is equal to minus 1 or not. That's why a plus a square so on, a power 6 value is minus 1. That is, product of the roots is equal to 2 and sum of the roots is equal to, we got it as minus 1. And students, you got this point? Did you understood this line? This step. Here a power 7 value is 1. Why? Because product of the nth roots is equal to 1. And then greater than a power 7. A power 8 as a power 7 into a, 9 as a power 7 into a square, 10 as a power 7 into a cube. In this a power 7 value we have replaced it as 1. Then we got a square, a cube. That's why we got this result minus 1. Then alpha beta is equal to, we got it as 2. And alpha plus beta is equal to, we got it as minus 1. Therefore, we know sum of the roots and we know product of the roots. We can write the quadratic equation or not. Therefore, a required quadratic equation whose roots are alpha comma beta is x square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Then the required equation is x square. Alpha plus beta value we got it as minus 1. Therefore, it becomes plus x. Alpha beta value we got it as 2 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation whose roots are alpha is equal to a plus a square plus a power 4 and beta is equal to a cube plus a power 5 plus a power 6. From the complex number a is equal to cos 2 pi by 7 plus I sin 2 pi by 7, we will get the quadratic equation is this one. And the students, you have the weekend exam is there tomorrow and the next clay, and Monday you have the weekend exam is there, and then Tuesday you have IP weekend exam is there. For that you have to prepare for the objective as well as IPE. For objective, we sent you the PDF format of quadratic expressions in the group already. I sent the total quadratic expression chapter in the PDF format. Once you have opened it and practice the problems, if you have any doubts, you can raise the question in the group, or you better to contact me in my personal number also. You can send me the message. What are the questions you have doubts, then I will explain for you. And you better to go for the IP point of view also. You refer the textbook. Okay, thank you.